everybody, I've got an unboxing or an unjiffy bagging. New knife, custom knife, very excited about this one. It's from a couple of guys who work together designing and developing the knives. One of them, Longshot KDB, he was one of the first subscribers to my channel, and his mate Mechanic, who I think for the purposes of his knife making uses an alternative moniker of Q-Mech, and that's his maker's mark there, Q&M. I know that Longshot prefers to just use his YouTube name rather than his real name, so I'm going to assume that Q-Mech also prefers just to stick to his YouTube name. However, they are, I can assure you, actual real people, and between them they've made and sent me this knife. So we'll get straight over to the desk, so I'm dying to crack this one open. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to open it with a little Victorinox secretary, nice and stylish. We'll go in there. I don't want to damage the contents. Okay, I had to do a little edit there. Personal details on the inside wrapper. Caught me by surprise, but we have applied the duct tape of privacy. I think there may have been was there a note in there? Nope, no note. So, straight on with the business then. And here we have Rainbow Kiridashi. Now, this is fixed blade titanium. The scales are Lexan, which is completely clear polycarbonate. Different grades, it's used in anything from safety glasses and visors up to bulletproof windscreens. I must say, I hope this is coming out on the camera. The colours are absolutely amazing. Just in front of the scales, we've probably got the nearest to a blank bit of the natural titanium colour. And as you move to the blade end, we've got this deep gold and then fuchsia, ending up with quite a deep violet right at the tip. We've got the maker's mark there, QM for Q-Mech, and we've got, moving through the handle, we go through bronze and gold, and then violet, blue, pale blue, back to silver, so I'm assuming that's going to be the titanium colour itself, and then gold, fuchsia, blue, green, pink, and back to plain again. It is absolutely stunning. Slightly different colour pattern on the back. The blade end is mainly the deep gold with some of the fuchsia along the edge, and then through the handle we've got a large area of rich blue going into gold, pink, green and pale pink again. Let's have a look at the specs. So the knife weighs 36.8 grams, which is 1.3 ounces. The sheath, we have a clear synthetic belt loop, and then a leather liner with a clear synthetic outer piece. Riveted construction, there's one eyelet there, so you've got the belt loop, and you've also got the option to tie the knife to a belt or a pack or whatever you prefer. The knife is a very snug fit, going past that first rivet, and then it just sits lovely in the sheath there. I think this is brilliant. I was offered this at a price I couldn't refuse, basically just to cover the materials, because the two guys, Longshot and QMEC, they're in the very early stages of their knife making, and this knife and their other knives are still pretty much under development, so they haven't actually decided on their pricing strategy yet. So it wouldn't really be appropriate for me to discuss the cost, other than to say that to be offered a knife of this quality at cost price, you'd be a fool to pass that up, wouldn't you? It's absolutely beautiful. Let's see, I've got a ruler somewhere. We've got a cutting edge of an inch and 5/8 roughly, 40 millimeters thereabouts. The stock, I would say, is 2 mil thick. It fits in the hand really well. The curves nice and smooth, but then when we come down to the blade, the curve's a little bit tighter, so it just gives you somewhere to anchor your finger away from the edge. The fit and finish, as far as I can see, is near as damn it spotless. I think I did notice a tiny scratch somewhere here, but it only flashed up in the light once, so I may have been imagining that. The Lexan polycarbonate scales are bolted on. Quite nice looking bolts as well. The smaller front bolt is fully recessed into the scales, and the rear bolt, the domed head, just sits a little bit proud, which I don't know whether that's by design or not, but it's certainly not a problem. And what about cutting? Now, as we know, titanium holds a useful edge, but it's never going to be quite as razor sharp or hard wearing as steels, but if I can hold it nice, I think you've got to agree that for a small bladed titanium knife, and taking into account my clear lack of technique, that's perfectly sharp enough. Let's try again. Don't want to do the knife a disservice with my clumsiness. There we go. See, nothing wrong with the knife, it's just me being a doofus. So what do I think? I think it's stunning. it's every bit as attractive as it was in the pictures, and you've got the anodizing going across the back there as well, following the same pattern of colours obviously as on the sides of the blade. It's just beautiful. I did discuss with QMEC that I would do a completely honest review, and I'm running out of time. I'm down to a few seconds on the memory card. So the only criticism I would have, the only one, is because this is quite circular, I think the centre of that hole should be concentric with that curve, just for balance. That's the only thing, and it just needs to be a couple of millimetres that way. Other than that, I think it's faultless. I love it. I'm running out of time. I hope you found that interesting. I might do another video on it when I've had a bit of time to play with it. Thanks for watching.